Hey, this is Marshall Zhukov, and here we are together again on YouTube. We'll talk about the Glock 19 right now. I think I watched a lot of videos when I was going through trying to figure out what if I wanted to buy the Glock or not. I looked at a bunch of different 9mm pistols because I'm looking for a 9mm pistol that's going to be a mid-size that I can carry if I want. It's still got a barrel long enough on it that I could technically carry it and hunt with it if I wanted to. I have a different gun for that, but let's see. I looked at an H&K P30, I think. Now the on one of those is either the Walther or the H&K that has the mag release down here on the trigger guard. Was really uncomfortable. I don't remember if it was a Walther or the HK, but it may have been the Walther, mid-size Walther that I looked at. I'm not sure. I looked at the Ruger. I think it was like an SRC-9 or something. I just didn't really, it didn't do it for me. I didn't really like it very much. It didn't feel right. That was one of the things. Now the H&K felt pretty good, but it may have been the mag thing that didn't do it for me. It didn't feel comfortable on either side with my finger or thumb. I didn't really look at any car pistols. I don't know what it is with car. I'm sure they're a plenty good manufacturer, but I just never have really thought much or been involved. Or I shot one once a very long time ago, but I just never really had any interest. Just a little small, but alright, well, I got cut off there. My SD card was full. So I was talking about the car. I don't really know much about them, if anything really, but they're not a bad gun. I'm not knocking the car. I just purely based on non-interest. I didn't even bother to look at them. The one that I was heavily considering though was a SIG 239. They're pretty expensive. I handled one, and they seem to be quite top heavy. Not as heavy as this, but the other thing is they were only a single stack. So I think it was like an 8+1 you could do on that. The grip on that SIG 239, the front of it, I didn't like at all. It was too small, too square. The grip on this is a little bit square, but it's nicely rounded, I think. And for the size of my hand, I mean, I don't have an overly large hand, so for me the Glock felt great when I put it in my hand. Now, the other thing to be wary of or consider is the space you have, the back of your hand here and the bottom of the slide. I haven't got bit by it yet. I'm hoping I won't. I don't think I will. My hand, I mean, it sits comfortably right there. I did hear a rumor possibly of something that's going to be made that may fit on here, that may come back a little bit more like a beaver tail, like on a 1911, but that's just a rumor. I don't even know if that's going to be true or not. It was told to me by where I bought the gun. One of the guys that worked there said they were at the SHOT Show or something in Vegas, or they said they saw something like that. I have no idea. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But for the price I paid for this, I thought it was pretty fair. That was out the door with the night sights installed on it. That was one of the requirements, is that I had night sights on whatever pistol it was that I decided that I was going to buy. And they look good, they work good, Trijicons, so I'm happy with it so far. I've only put about 100 rounds through it. The only thing before I even started shooting it, a couple things actually. One thing that kind of was irritating me a little bit was right here. For the way my hand is, just the size of it, my finger kind of gets pushed right up against the bottom of the trigger guard there, and it doesn't hurt or anything. It doesn't feel bad, but I don't know if maybe it would take a little bit of getting rid of the mold line there right down the middle of the trigger guard. Might be able to see it, but I guess this is ambidextrous safety. It can be switched out, put in the other way, and the mags I have actually are built for left or right hand use, so that's pretty cool. It's the Generation 4. I'm sure people have already seen that on the slide there, but I did not put any additional grip straps on here. I haven't even tried it. I really like how it feels just like this in my hand right now. My fingers wrapped comfortably around the front. The abrasiveness of the new grip all the way around, maybe abrasiveness is the wrong word to use, whether it's called stippling or stifling, however it's said. It's comfortable for me to hold in my hands. It feels natural. It points quite naturally. It's just a little bit of a wrist bend. It's not even hardly noticeable at all. But the very first time I ever held a Glock, it was a Glock 19. It wasn't a Gen 4, but I had no idea how to take one apart. I'm trying and working at it, trying to get it apart. I knew that you had to depress the little levers there. I forgot to dry fire it. So you can see the trigger will reset just after it moves back a fraction. So that was another thing that I'll have to get used to, is the little trigger safety guy there. You know, you can try to pull the trigger pushing on the side of it, but once you depress that trigger safety, you might be able to see it move out of the way there at the bottom of the trigger. But that was the one mistake that I made trying to get the stupid Glock apart. It was a little embarrassing, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. This one has the 2-spring guide rod. I haven't noticed any issues with it. I did shoot the 100 whatever rounds that I shot through it already. It was 3 different types of ammo. One of them was a Winchester, no, it was a Remington white box, and that was standard 115 grain ball ammo. The other stuff I shot was 124 ball ammo, and it was a couple different brands. I don't remember what they were, but one was they were older Chinese, and the other one was an American production, but just a little bit dirty, not too bad. Haven't had a chance to get it cleaned out yet, but the initial opinion that I have right now is I like it. I'd never really thought much of Glocks before, and finally I just decided to take the plunge. I know they're well-made pistols, they're good pistols. Obviously, if they had problems, you know, like they exploded all the time or something like that, you know, they wouldn't make them. But for right now, though, I am satisfied with it. I do have some footage of me shooting it, but I don't think it's worthy enough to put online yet. I had my camera on a tripod, and you can't see the targets, you can't see where anything's hitting, because that's one of the things I wanted to test, was for accuracy and see how it shot. It did shoot quite well for me. I was happy with how it shot. Now, it may have just been the type of ammo I was using, I'm not sure, but it was shooting just a little bit high, which maybe it's just something I'll have to get used to. I'm not sure, but or maybe it just was a type of ammo. I'll have to find the type of ammo that it likes, try to get it on where I'm pointing so it's not shooting high or low or anything, but it'll just take a little bit of time. The other thing I didn't have to get used to, you know, the little trigger safety is there's not a lot of resistance on it, so it's easy to move it out of the way, but it was just the striker fired system of it. It does take a little getting used to. I think once I get the trigger figured out, then I'm going to try to use it in some competitions. I don't know if I'm going to do some steel plate competition yet or not, or just like a IDPA style or type. When I was out shooting it, my buddy does some IDPA stuff, and we're just kind of running through kind of a few drills like they'd have you do there or something, and it was good. He said I shot well with it. It was the first time I'd ever shot it, so preliminarily I like it. I do like it. It's nice, it's compact, it's nice to carry. I've got a Blackhawk Serpa holster for it, and I really like those. Not bad. I do have a DeSantis inside the waistband holster, and once I get that up and running, I haven't got any pants to put it in yet, so I'll need to get some larger pants so it'll go around my waist and the holster. So right now I like it, excited about it, anxious to get out and shoot it some more, see how it does. And hopefully soon I will get to do that. Hopefully within the next, well, maybe a couple weeks, I'll try to get out there and get some shooting done, see how it does, test it for accuracy, maybe try to get a couple different boxes of ammo. And I already have two types of ammo that I want to try, and try to find a couple more maybe to throw in the mix and see how it does on some paper. So for now, on the Glock preliminary review, I mean, you can go to their website and get all the specs and stuff on it, and I'll try to put all that in the description and go from there. But I'm liking the Glock. Never thought I'd say it, but I'm liking it. So for now, Marshall Zhukov signing out. One thing that I forgot to add, if there's anybody that is looking into a Glock 19, and I'm not sure how valuable an opinion of a Glock 19 would be on another 9mm Glock. I know the 17 is a full size, and I don't remember, it's like a 23 or 26 is the compact 9mm. I don't know my Glock model numbers, but if there's any specific questions about something in general...
Incoming message.
I have a message. If there's something in particular that anybody may have that's looking at buying a Glock or their first Glock, shoot me a question or ask it in the comments. I don't know everything to answer because it is only my first Glock. Now, I've heard people have had problems with this recoil spring. So far, so good. I mean, we'll knock on something here and make sure that hopefully that keeps everything okay, but yeah, shoot me a question or something. I don't know. I'm trying to give the best information that I can with the limited knowledge that I have of the Glock 19. But definitely hit me up, and I'll do what I can to answer questions from I guess as non-biased a position as I can, having only shot it very little so far.
We're going to put 2 rounds in each target while moving forward.
All right, let's try it again.
You ready?
Yeah.
Engage. Nice work. Nice work, Brad. You ready?
Yeah.
Engage. Nice work. Nice work. Make sure you don't draw that gun after you make your turn. You ready?
2 rounds in each target. Mag change 2 more?
Yep.
Okay.
You ready? Engage. Nice. Nice. I think you're ready, bud. You can shoot. Alright, let's pull out your timber.